These were terrible news. 39% tariffs is horrible. Still, I believe it will be solved. As you know, the negotiations are going on. I think Swiss politicians weren't very well prepared, I would say, or really understanding how to deal with business people in the US. Let's understand that the current Trump administration, these are business people. These are not classic politicians. And I think you need to adjust to your vis-a-vis when you negotiate with them. And, but I'm confident that within the next couple of weeks, there will be a much better solution than the 39%. Obviously, the whole watch industry increased prices. Not only in the US, we increased prices by 4%, but also worldwide to balance, I would say, the cost of the tariffs, because you cannot just increase prices to the consumer by 39%. And it is what it is. Thank God we have a certain pricing power at our price point. So I don't think it will impact us dramatically. Actually, we're growing very strong double-digit now in sellout in the US. The market is booming. The economy is doing very well. Consumer sentiment in the US is very positive. The real problem on a macroeconomic level is Europe, is Germany, France, because of the political situation.
But there is more optimism in Europe when it comes to defense spending, when it comes to more fiscal spending. Yes, France is a perennial problem, it seems, but
it's a disaster. France is a disaster, and I think it will go worse. They have 3 trillion debts. It's the highest debt level in Europe. You don't know what's going to happen. Today, the government is going to present its program. There might be a new election. You don't know what the outcome will be. Germany is also very weak politically. It's frightening how weak politicians are today in our world.
That's Kern, the CEO of Breitling, very outspoken. He does not hold back. He also famously said in a newspaper interview briefly after the U.S. tariffs hit that the pharma sector was to blame and that it was taking Switzerland hostage in that respect, something that really made a splash here in Switzerland as far as his commentary is concerned. Of course, we also had to talk about China, and you talked to Charlotte before about the Chinese consumer not coming back the way before the pandemic, and I asked him how China was evolving, and that was actually a bright spot.
China became more positive over the last couple of months. I'm surprised. But I think the downtrend stopped, stabilized. Actually, we're growing in China, as you rightly said, at a low level, but we are growing. Now China is like a big European country in terms of turnover. But yes, indeed, we were never present in China for historic reasons, and we really started only after COVID, and then all the crisis came. But as I said, I'm more confident. It has stabilized, and there are many other countries and regions which are doing very well. We talked about the US. It's really booming. We have South and Latin America. We have the Middle East doing very well. Now we had a little dip because of all the negotiations, but overall it's a booming environment. We have India doing very well. We have some European countries doing well, like Holland, Belgium, and others. So not everything is black and white.